How dare you do this to my daughter before you even married her?
What? Sally and I have only known each other for a month.
Wait, what?
Trouble Busters!
My name is Alan. After 32 years without any luck getting a girlfriend, I'm finally engaged to my girlfriend, Sally. The last month of my life has been the greatest time of my life. I'm visiting her parents' house today to announce our engagement. She told me her father is a strict person, but I can't just be afraid, especially since we plan on becoming a family moving forward. Oh, God.
Can't you even say hi?
Oh, hello, sir.
So, you must be Sally's boyfriend. She told me about you. Why don't you come on in?
Yes, sir. Oh, God, I'm so nervous. Hey, Sally.
Take a seat.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's go straight to the subject.
I've been wanting to talk to you.
Huh? He doesn't seem to be too happy with me.
How dare you do this to my daughter before you even married her?
What?
Don't act like you don't know. This is regarding her child.
What? Child?
I just recently found out that she's 3 months into her pregnancy.
Wait, Dad, about that.
Sally, don't worry about it. I got you.
No, that's not what I mean. Dad, you have to listen to his side of the story, too.
No, there's nothing to listen to.
Sir, I don't think I'm really following the subject here.
Oh, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Daddy, stop raising your voice.
I'm not raising my voice, but I need to make sure this guy understands the severity of the situation.
She told me he's a strict person, but I feel like he's misunderstanding something. Look.
What is it?
It's only been a month. Sally and I have only known each other for a month.
Wait, what?
You said she's 3 months into her pregnancy, right?
That's right. She's already seen a doctor, too. What do you mean you've only known her for a month?
Sally and I met a month ago, so I don't understand why she'd be pregnant for 3 months. Besides, we haven't even been in bed together yet.
What?
This is bad. I gotta do something.
Sally, can you explain to your father?
Oh, Alan, you must have confused yourself. It's been a year since we met, not just a month.
What? That's not true!
I see what you're trying to do. You think you can get away by lying.
That's not true!
Besides, getting married after only knowing each other for a month is way too soon.
You might be right about that, but then Sally and I really feel like we've finally found the one. And that's why I'm here to ask for your blessing.
Blessing? Why would I ever give a blessing to a liar like you? Besides, if she's not pregnant with your child, whose child is it?
Well...
It's okay, Daddy. Alan tends to joke around a lot, and he never means anything bad, and I'm fine marrying him.
Sally, whose side are you on?
Of course I'm on your side.
Why don't you tell your father the truth, then?
Cut it out!
Oh, God!
Not only do you have no remorse, but you're trying to blame my daughter. I would have considered forgiving you if only you had apologized, but it won't happen anymore.
Oh, no!
I'm going to make sure you pay for the child care and also to compensate for my daughter's suffering.
Compensate?
You know, I'm an attorney.
So he's a lawyer?
That's all I wanted to say to you. So, Stephen, you better be ready for the documents that I'll be sending you over on a later day.
What documents? Wait, who's Stephen?
Yep, your name is Stephen Smith, right?
No, my name is Alan.
How dare you even lie to me about your name? I ran into Sally's friend Kelly the other day. I asked if Sally and Stephen have been getting along well, and she said yes.
Daddy, I'm sure you misheard her.
No, I know for sure that I didn't mishear anything.
Stephen Smith? Is that the guy?
Pardon my interruption. Mom?
Lisa, I asked you to stay out of this conversation.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help but speak up after listening to this conversation.
This conversation is almost over.
But I saw them together.
Huh?
I saw Sally and Stephen walking into a hotel together. I believe it was about a week ago.
What?
So I thought Stephen was visiting us today to ask for your blessing. Wait, Mom, you must be misunderstanding something too. Hey, Alan, say something.
Ms. Lisa?
Yes?
Psst.
Yes, I'm certain.
Thank you so much.
What are you guys doing?
Please excuse me, I'm stepping out for a moment.
Wait! Don't you dare run from us!
Look, I need you to do me a huge favor. I think I'm starting to see what's going on here, and if I'm not mistaken, this is unacceptable. I'm not letting her get away with this. Trouble Busters.
Alan, I didn't know you lived in such a nice place. So what's the favor you wanted to ask me?
Let me explain to you inside. He doesn't seem to know anything.
What? Stephen?
Sally?
I knew something wasn't right during the conversation we had. First of all, my name is Alan.
Oh, so it's true.
Oh my god.
Huh?
Sally, you need to explain everything to us.
Sally, what's going on here? And Alan, I showed up because you said you had a huge favor for me.
Yup, but it's more like a huge problem than a favor.
What's going on?
Stephen is my friend from college.
What?
And Stephen, Sally is your girlfriend, right?
Stephen?
Yup, she is.
Oh my god.
So, is this house?
This is Sally's parents' house.
What?
So you must be...
No, Daddy, my boyfriend is Alan.
What? Are you dating Alan?
Let me explain everything to you.
What?
I'm as surprised as you are.
Sally, have you been cheating on them?
No, that's not true. Stephen is just my friend.
What? How could you say that? We've been together for over a year.
Over a year?
Stephen, just ride along with what I say.
This is not okay. Look, I have a bunch of pictures from all the dates that we've gone on together.
Wait, put those pictures away right now.
Sir, do you understand what's going on now?
So are you saying that...
No, don't listen to him, Daddy. You have to listen to me.
I need you to stay quiet for a moment.
Ugh.
I have proof, too.
What?
Alan, would you show me the proof?
Yes.
Text messages?
This is when Sally and I first started talking on text. It shows that we started talking just a month ago, right?
Oh, God.
You're right.
That's not true. I had to get a new phone number because my phone was messed up a month ago, and that's why the message looks like it only started a month ago.
But it looks like you wrote nice to meet you.
Well, you can't just call these texts proof.
I have other proof, too.
What?
Sally, do you remember how we met?
Well...
Alan, what do you mean by that?
Sally and I met each other through my company's CEO. We can perhaps ask him and he'd tell us the truth.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why not? Don't you want to make this black and white?
I mean, your CEO is a busy person, so I don't think we should bother him over something like this.
Why not?
Wait.
Alan, I'll call him. Can I borrow your phone? Here. Hello? Hello? This is Seth. You're not Alan, are you? Seth? Wait, do I know you? Huh? Wait, is that you, Sam? So you must be the Seth that I know. I believe so. Why are you calling me from Alan's phone? Well, quite a few things have been going on here.
Oh, since Alan couldn't get a girlfriend, I decided to introduce him to your daughter. I believe she was looking for a boyfriend too, so I figured I could be the Cupid.
I see what happened.
I'm surprised that it only took them a month to decide on their marriage. Oh, I have a meeting that's about to start. I'm hanging up now.
Okay, thanks for your time.
What did Seth say?
He said you've been with her for only a month.
Whew!
I think that CEO is just ganging up with Alan.
I used to work with Seth at my old job. He hates liars. He wouldn't even tolerate a small joke. I don't think he would be lying to me.
But Daddy, I'm your daughter. Are you saying that you trust that old guy over your own daughter?
How are you going to explain everything then, Sally?
Well, Sally, it's only a matter of time before we figure out who's lying to us. Lying is not going to let you get away.
Alan, please accept my apologies on the confusion.
No problem.
Wait, Dad?
Sally, do you realize what you have done?
I mean, I'm not married yet, so I thought it'd be okay.
Okay to do what?
But Alan, how could you go out with my girlfriend?
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Are you sure?
If I knew she was your girlfriend, I wouldn't be calling you over to this place.
That's true.
But this is quite shocking, not to mention she was in a relationship with my college friend.
But Daddy, I told you not to say anything about my pregnancy and you broke our promise.
I only said it because I cared about you. Besides, there's no way I could hold my anger about what was going on.
But because of that...
Because of what? You need to stop blaming others. This was your fault because you chose to cheat on your boyfriend.
I can't believe you thought it was okay to date two men just because you weren't married yet. Alan, what are you just sitting here for? Say something!
What? Why me?
I'm your future partner and I'm in trouble. You need to help me out here.
How could you keep imagining that in this situation? Look at the reality.
Oh, shut up.
I'm canceling our engagement.
What? No, you can't do that. You can't be so irresponsible.
You don't deserve to say that to Alan.
Ugh.
Sally, why were you going out with Alan?
That's right, you had Steven with you.
I got tricked.
What?
I thought Steven was a rich guy, but he doesn't even save any money.
That's not exactly what we're talking about.
But Steven, she's right that you tend to spend a lot.
I guess so.
Now, going back to the subject, Sally, don't you realize that you're contradicting your own words?
No, it's the truth.
That's not what I'm talking about.
What is it then? You need to stop making this complicated.
Ms. Lisa, you said you saw the two of them walking into a hotel just a week ago, correct?
That's right. Oh.
You said Steven tricked you, but why did you choose to stay in that relationship when you knew that you got tricked? You could have broken up with him before starting a relationship with me, right?
So you were dating two men intentionally.
Ugh! Sally, how dare you!
But it was because you tend to spend way too much money. I just liked the way you look.
Stop changing the subject. Besides, you're way too selfish.
I know I might not be the perfect guy when it comes to how I spend my money, but it doesn't make it okay for you to cheat on me!
But you were the one who recommended me, Alan.
What? What are you talking about?
Steven, you told me that Alan works at a large company. That's why I found my ways of getting to know the CEO so he would introduce me to Alan.
I remember talking about Alan with you, but I wasn't recommending him as your new guy.
I see what happened.
Sally, I can't believe you were dating me for the money.
I guess you would have a stable income if you married Alan.
Oh, that wasn't exactly what I meant to say.
Uh-huh, and I'm starting to realize the bigger picture about the money.
What about the money?
Alan, you're not supposed to talk about that.
I handed her $10,000. She said her friend is in trouble and that she wanted to help her out.
Yes, that's right. I didn't have enough money to help her out, so that's why.
But you were lying to me, right?
I wasn't lying. It's true.
And you're not so convincing after lying to us about everything else.
You can't just pick on me about this just because there were other things that we found out. Do you have any proof?
Proof, huh?
I have proof. What? Mom, why can't you be on my side? I remembered something when Alan mentioned money. What is it? I'm talking about these. Oh my God. You had these things inside your closet.
These are all from high brands.
What? Sally, I knew you were doing this.
You can't say it as if it was a fact when they're all assumptions. I bought all these items on my own before I even met Alan. But these were delivered just a couple of days ago.
Delivered?
You were gone at the time, but these were delivered by the mailman. Since everything was already paid for, I didn't think of it much when I received it.
Oh, so it must have been online shopping.
You didn't want to send it to your own apartment, so you used the address here, right?
And that would make sense.
How dare you guys all pick on me like this? Why can't you just mind your own business? You're making a bunch of different things get revealed, and I don't like this. I was planning on wearing those when I go on a date with Steven.
When you go on a date with Steven, huh?
Oh my God.
I guess your mouth slipped right there.
Sally! So you were trying to figure out your financials using Alan and continue your relationship with Steven!
That's not what I was trying to do. They were both attractive men. They would become a perfect human if only Alan had Steven's visual looks and Steven had Alan's money, so...
That makes no sense! And besides, it doesn't make any of this okay!
Damn it.
Nothing is ever guiltier than making money out of deceiving another person.
You're planning on returning all the money to Alan, right? What? Why would I do that? He gave me that money.
How dare you!
No, Sally, you're responsible for paying back the entire $10,000.
What? But you said I could have it, not borrow it.
Yup.
Then I wouldn't be responsible for paying back that money.
I wonder if you'd still say that after seeing this.
What's this?
It's what you signed.
I did.
I loved you, and I trusted you. I was even amazed with how you wanted to help out your friend, but everything was a lie.
What are you trying to say?
Have you read this oath?
Huh?
It states that you are obligated to return the money if it was used for something other than what it was originally borrowed for. I explained it to you in person, too.
What? I don't think you ever told me anything.
And that's why I made sure you signed for it.
Ugh.
It wasn't a couple of dollars. This was $10,000 that we were talking about. Even if you were my girlfriend and I loved you, I couldn't just give you the cash just like that.
But it's still a fact that I used some of that money for my friend.
Just quit it. I'm done with all your lies and excuses.
But this is just a piece of paper. You can't threaten me with this.
Sally, a signed oath is something that can prove what you agreed to when we take this to court.
Huh? Really?
Yes, and I've handled a case like this in the past as an attorney.
What?
If I decide to file a lawsuit against you, I'm sure you don't have much chance to win the case.
Oh, God.
That's it, Sally. So now...
Oh, please, don't do this to me. I'm sorry for what I've done. I'll be a good person moving forward. There's no way I could pay back $10,000.
There's no way you could pay it back, huh? I knew all you cared about was yourself.
That's not true.
Why don't you return what you bought so you get back the money you spent?
But I also used the money for high-end spa and restaurants.
Then you have no choice but to figure out another way to pay me back.
What? How could you do this to me?
That's my line to say to you. Don't you understand that you deceived me for the money you just wanted to take from me? And you're gonna pay for whatever you've done. I don't want to hear any apologies or excuses. I need to see some actions.
I should have known better.
You're acting as if this is about her, but it's your turn after her.
Huh?
Don't act like you don't know. It's about her pregnancy.
What? Wait, Steven, didn't you know? What? Oh my God! So I guess she didn't tell you about it either.
Either way, what Sally has done is unacceptable, but you also need to fix yourself too, Steven.
You're completely right, sir. I'm so sorry to the both of you for all the trouble I caused. Oh, it wasn't your fault. Look, Sally, I'm willing to fix myself. I'm sure I made you feel insecure about how I've been spending money.
Oh, Steven.
Alan, I'm so sorry to have accused you in the first place. I'll pay back Sally's debt so you won't end up on the shorter stick.
Oh, sir.
And I'll make sure Sally pays for the money she owes. Sally, you're okay with that, right?
I guess I have no choice.
That was how I broke up with Sally while she ended up with a $10,000 debt. Steven seemed to have worked hard on fixing himself so he wouldn't be spending as much, so he could start saving money for the new family member who was soon to be born. I heard Sally also learned her lesson, and they're both trying their best to get ready for the baby. As for me, I was initially sad to lose my engagement, but after about a month of my friends and colleagues supporting me through this tough time, I've been thinking positively. I wonder if I can ever meet the one.
Could she be someone who's nearby? Trouble busters.
A wiretap? We were supposed to leave at 5 a.m., but no one's here.
Trouble Busters!
So, what time are you guys coming back from the family trip? What time is it? What time? Just tell me! We're not sure yet. My name is Melanie. This lady who's been interrogating me here is my mother-in-law, Jasmine. She's always been nosy about everything ever since I got married to her son. She even tried to join our honeymoon, too. I don't really know what to do with her. By the way, I think you should be more considerate when you cook for the family. What? It's not always the best idea to feed them what they want. What? How does she know all of this? I never told her any of this.
I'm home. Oh, what's going on, Melanie?
Hi, honey. The TV wasn't working well, so I was checking it out.
Oh, perhaps we can listen to the radio then?
Oh, that sounds good. Huh? What's wrong?
Shh.
A wiretap? Why is there a wiretap?
Just calm down, Melanie. Should we take this to the police?
But the wiretap alone won't necessarily be illegal, so I don't think the police would do anything.
But then we can't just leave this here.
Joseph, we should check the footage from our surveillance camera that we installed for the safety of our children.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, God.
So she did this on purpose.
Ugh.
Melanie.
If this is how you're going to play this game, I am going to do what I have to do. I am not letting her get away with this. Trouble Busters! So, I guess we're going to have to change our departure time for the family trip.
I guess we're gonna have to leave at 5 o'clock.
Would you say we'd be back around 3 p.m.?
Oh boy, it's gonna be a hassle.
We were supposed to leave at 5 a.m., but no one's here. That was such a great trip.
Yeah, maybe we can go to Hot Springs next time.
Hey, what's going on? Yes? Didn't you guys say that you were leaving on the trip at 5 a.m.? Huh? I was here, but no one was here. I never told you what time we were leaving, did I? Huh?
And why did you get here as soon as we got back home? It's almost as if you knew we'd be back around 3 p.m.
Oh, what a coincidence. But you got here as soon as we got home. Oh, I just remembered something I had to do. I'm leaving. Bye. Let's go ahead and eat some prime rib steak tomorrow night.
Wow, how exciting to eat a steak at 5 p.m.
What the?
Oh, Jasmine, what great timing!
Why are you guys eating steak at my house? Huh? You guys said you were eating steak today at your place. How did you know we said that? Oh,
About the steak.
I only recall talking about it at home. Why do you know? Oh, I just had a feeling you might be eating steak at your place tonight. Anyways, why didn't you tell me that you were coming over?
Melanie did give us a call.
What? But for some reason you weren't home. Oh, really?
Where were you?
I was just doing groceries. Groceries, huh? Are you accusing me? Here, this is the receipt. Check it out. Oh, I guess you were right.
Oh, not again, but let me try. What the heck?
I guess she got us there.
What's going on, you guys?
Oh, could it possibly be the surveillance footage from the cameras you installed at your home?
What's going on? You guys are all acting strange.
Melanie, that's not good. You need to make sure you turn off the music before you leave your house. What? I'm sure the music is playing on its own, making the house seem even emptier than it is.
I know she placed that wiretap in our house.
I agree with you 100%.
What do we do? Should we just ask her right now?
Hold on, we don't have anything to prove that it was her.
But then we need to do something about this.
I'm sure there's something we could do.
Hmm?
We're going to make sure she learns her lesson. By the way, I found a strange adapter connected to one of my outlets at the house. Huh? So what? After taking a closer look at it, I feel like it might be a wiretap.
What? Is that true? Huh?
So what if it was a wiretap? You wouldn't even know if it's a wiretap. Was it the C channel? Huh? Didn't you use C channel to tap us? What? Wait.
What's a C channel, Melanie?
It's a receiving channel.
A receiving channel?
Yep. Even if someone places a wiretap, they wouldn't be able to tap us unless they know what was the receiving channel. This means that those types of wiretaps have a sticker that indicates whether they receive signals from either A, B, or C channel.
I see. So that's how the tapper knows which channel to listen to.
That's correct. The wiretap that was installed in our house is called the UHF wiretap. UHF stands for ultra high frequency. These types of wiretaps are at 300 MHz to 3 GHz frequency. It allows high volume information to be transferred due to its high frequency. The three types of frequencies used in these wiretaps are either A channel at 398.605 MHz, B channel at 399.455 MHz, and C channel at 399.030 MHz. Most tappers typically use one of these three channels these days. The wiretaps that can be connected to most outlets have a necessity to prevent the target from noticing the wiretap itself. So in a lot of cases, the outlet may be screwed into the wall with certain types of screws, or sometimes even the screw itself is designed in a way that can't be unscrewed.
Does that mean that you guys found that in your house?
Yes, that's correct. We saw an outlet that had a sticker that says C with screws that can't be unscrewed.
Does that mean that your house is being tapped as we speak?
Yes, and I'm certain.
Oh my God! We need to call the police as soon as...
You can't do that, Dad.
Why not? You said your house is being tapped.
Tapping itself isn't illegal in our country.
What?
Oh, that's too bad. I feel bad for the two of you. Besides, I heard that wiretaps disguised in outlets can't really let the tapper hear too much anyways. You probably thought that I was the culprit, but you're wrong. You're right about the fact that the analog wiretaps disguised as outlets can generally only reach a few yards up to a few dozen yards. Right, and our house is about 4 miles away from your house. So even if you might accuse me, you already know that it's impossible for me to be tapping your house. You're probably right. So now you can go ahead and leave. However, what if you had the ability to extend the distance that you could hear what you tap? What?
Melanie, what do you mean?
If the wiretap itself was something that's more expensive and therefore well-made, you would have the ability to listen to it from a longer distance. Some can be as cheap as $200, while other ones may cost more than $1,000.
But if it's something that can only reach a few yards, how could it ever reach a few miles?
That's not possible. It's possible.
What?
Hey, Melanie, you can't just pretend like you know everything and make up all these as if they were facts. I will let you go if you're going to leave my house right now, but if you keep treating me like I was the culprit, I am not going to tolerate. You just have to give it a little work. Stop lying. Then why don't you tell me how I would even be able to tap your house all the way from my house over here? You can't explain it, can you? There are 4 different ways to do it. What? The first method is to alter the device to increase its output. This way, you could extend the distance that the waves can reach and therefore extend the tapping distance. However, it will cause a very strong wave to be emitted, which can potentially force the device to go over its limits and therefore become illegal. What? And the second method is to remove any obstacles between the receiver and the tapping device to improve the tapping device by a significant amount. Melanie. And the third method is to place an antenna on the receiver. By doing so, it will have an improved ability to receive the waves the tapping device emits, and therefore the tapping distance can be improved. Hey, Melanie! And the fourth method is to use a high-spec receiver. Even if the tapping device is low-spec, this will allow an improved tapping distance.
I've heard about some people who enjoy tapping different channels being used in different industries just for fun.
Yep, I'm sure it's not too hard to find a high-spec receiver out there. Wait, hold on! What is it? This isn't right. How do you even know all of this? It almost sounds as if you do something illegal. I'm sure the culprit knew that we would do our research about wiretaps, so I decided that I might as well go above and beyond to do my research about the receivers. What? You never thought I'd do a research on the receiver, did you? Oh my God, is that the receiver?
So that was the receiver.
Jasmine, how were you even able to tell just by looking at it?
Oh, how should I say it? You, out of all people, would know what it looks like, right? That this is a receiver for the tapping device? Oh, I didn't know. Why would you say that? Pressing play. This music. That's the music that's playing at our house right now.
But how are we able to hear this music?
And Mom, how were you able to tell precisely that the music was still playing in our house?
Oh my God!
Oh, could it be a coincidence? As we were leaving the house, we went ahead and played this music on loop so that it wouldn't stop playing. Why are we hearing the music all the way from your house? Oh, I don't know anything about this.
Are you sure about that? This is way too strange to be a coincidence.
I don't care what you think. I don't know anything. Maybe there's a radio station that happens to be playing the same music. I wonder if you would say that after hearing this. Huh?
Oh my God! I can hear that there's 2 devices playing the same music at the same time!
This means that the music that's playing on this receiver right now is received from our house!
That's right.
You need to explain this to me, Jasmine!
I really don't know anything about this. Besides, you're receiving it using a receiver, so you would be able to receive it anywhere, right? No, don't you recall what I said earlier? What? In order to receive signals at this distance, you would probably need an antenna. What do you mean? On the other hand, if we didn't have the antenna here at this house, we wouldn't be able to receive the signals all the way from our house. But how do you know that the antenna is in this house? This unit is on the highest floor of this apartment complex, right? Huh? This means that you wouldn't have any obstacles between the receiver and the wiretap all the way to my house, correct? And what even makes all of what I said convincing is the fact that you have that antenna right there. Oh my God.
What's going on, Jasmine?
No, that's not right. We do have an antenna and it might look like it's pointing towards your house, but that's just there because our TV doesn't work the way it's supposed to work. Can I look for it then? Huh? Can I look for the place where I can hear this receiver even more clearly? What? No, you can't do that.
Do it, Melanie.
Yes, sir. It seems like this place has the clearest reception.
That's my study room. Oh my God, could this possibly be?
Yes, that is the receiver indeed.
Jasmine, what is this?
Oh, I don't know. Isn't that yours?
That's not possible. I've never even touched a receiver or even a transceiver ever in my life. I can't believe you bought this behind my back. Not to mention that you left it in my study room instead of hiding it among your belongings.
Mom, I can't believe you did this to us. Why would you do something like this? What exactly were you trying to find out about us?
Oh, who cares about that?
What?
Melanie said it earlier. Some people just enjoy listening to random radio sounds, you know.
But this is an invasion of privacy.
Nice try. Invasion of privacy is only if I ever told any of the information I received to a third person. I was only listening to entertain myself, so this isn't a crime.
Ugh.
But isn't this an illegal device? What? It says it receives up to 10 miles right here. So what? What's illegal about that? I made sure I bought it from a credible website overseas. In our country, you're only allowed to utilize a receiver that receives up to 5 miles. What? Anything that receives more than that would be considered illegal. What? What do you mean by that? You also have a receiver with you, too? Mine only reaches 5 miles. But why would yours be legal and not mine? This device isn't legal from the country I bought it from. Just for your information, you could get sentenced to either a year in prison or a penalty of up to $10,000. What? I can't get prosecuted for something like this. This must be a joke. Well, Jasmine, you also trespassed our house, haven't you? What?
Of course you did. You entered our house without our consent so you could install the wiretap, right?
By the way, trespassing can get you sentenced to either 3 years in prison or a penalty of up to $1,000.
What? No, wait, we're a family, right? I believe I heard something about not being charged or sentenced to anything if we have any problems like this among family members. That only applies if you and the family member reside in the same household. You're kidding me. Oh, this must be a bad joke.
Oh, you better be kidding me! I can't believe you placed a wiretap in their house! Have you gone insane? I'm gonna make sure I file a police report.
And please don't ever come near our house again. But you guys can't do this to me. It was just curious about what Joseph and Melanie were up to every day. And Joseph keeps acting like I'm annoying him, and Melanie wouldn't tell me much about what's going on among her family. I had no choice.
What do you want to know about our family so much?
This is getting a little scary. Say whatever you want. I was just worried about my little boy Joseph, and I wasn't sure if Melanie was a good enough wife for my son and a good enough mother for my grandchildren. That's why I wanted to know everything that was going on in the house 24/7. What is wrong with that?
I knew you've always been a bit overprotective with our son, but I never thought you would do something like this.
Oh, don't act like you're disappointed.
We're breaking up.
What? What did you just say?
After finding out about your madness over our son's family, there's no way I could keep living with a woman like you!
Wait, hold on. You can't do this. I'll never do this ever again, so please don't break up with me, and don't file a police report, and don't tell me not to ever go near your house, please. We have no mercy for you. But, oh dear, please! And that's how our wiretap incident at our house had been resolved. However, we saw that Jasmine kept wandering around our house and Jacob's house quite frequently. We ended up calling the police several times and even filed a restraining order, and we never saw her around again after that. I overheard from someone that she now lives in an affordable apartment on her own. She got a job to support herself, but she chose not to talk to anyone. She's always alone, whether she's at work or at home. As for our family, we've been living with peace in mind now that Jasmine isn't always walking into our house being all nosy. We learned that it's always nice to have a good balance between things after what happened this time around, and we'll be sure to respect each other's personal space as I live with my family. Troublebusters!